Hello and welcome to the midweek mindfulness break for the second week of February. Uh, the moon is in Sagittarius midweek. It's a playful, curious moon, so see how you're feeling there. But I think today let's just get to the meditation. At the end of the practice, if you decide that you like the practice, then go ahead and click the like button and feel free to subscribe to the channel as well and maybe share the channel with others who you think might benefit from these practices. Let's go ahead and get started by finding your comfortable meditation posture. Allow your body to settle as you become still wherever you are. Find the position that is most comfortable and give your body whatever it needs today, either lying or sitting, or even standing if that's what you need. And if you haven't done so already, you can gently close your eyes or gaze softly toward the space in front of you. And begin to bring your awareness to whatever's going on for you right now. You might notice if you're bringing any experiences from your day into your practice, any lingering emotions or thoughts, ruminations. Again, you're just kind of noticing the overall feeling tone of your mind, body, and spirit as you settle into your practice today. And take a moment to notice the weight and shape of your body and allow your body to settle with gravity, sinking down into the support beneath you that's holding you here in your practice today. Allow the belly to be soft, the breath natural. And you might also invite in a little softness into your heart center, ready to embrace whatever arises in your practice today with kindness and compassion. And take a moment to feel the soles of your feet connected to the floor, to the ground. And if you're seated on the floor, then just feel your sits bones. Begin to just notice the connection of your body, your feet, or your seat, to the ground, to the floor, to the earth, and hold your awareness there for a couple breaths. And then begin to sense the energy of the space that's supporting you, the space that you're practicing in. Notice the energy or presence of the surface that's holding you here. And you might begin to allow for this sense of being held, steady, supported in your practice. And then bring awareness to the sky above. And you might take a moment to allow your spine to lift up and out of your seat toward the sky, lifting up through the crown of the head, just creating a nice, tall, alert spine. And then see if you can maintain that alertness in your spine while settling and softening back into your seat back, settling and softening the tissue around your spine. And then you might notice the space surrounding your physical body, perhaps noticing the boundary where your body meets that space. Notice if that boundary feels a bit blurred if your eyes are closed. And then you might also notice the air touching the surface of your skin. And begin to draw your awareness now into the internal space of your physical body. And you can start by noticing any tension in your body and inviting in a little softening, perhaps, of these obvious areas of tension. Softening the expression of your face, your eyes, your jaw, your scalp, even. Allow your shoulders to relax and your arms and hands to rest easily. As you start to establish mindful presence in this moment. And allow for whatever is there to be there. You might take a moment to just imagine yourself, picture yourself seated here in the here and now, resting halfway between the earth and the sky with embodied presence. And then we'll start to embark on a breath awareness practice. And it might help for you to begin with a couple of cleansing breaths. So take a few deep breaths to release and let go, allowing these cleansing breaths to help you become more fully present. And that can be a nice, long, slow, deep inhale through the nose all the way down to the belly. And then perhaps sighing it out of the mouth. And then begin to allow your breath to become natural without controlling it in any way. Just let the body breathe itself. And just begin to settle all of your awareness on your breathing. You might first sense the breath in the nose, noticing the air moving in and out. You might feel the temperature of the air as it moves in and out. You might feel the breath moving into the body, through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs, and back out again. You might notice how the breath moves the physical body by feeling the rise and fall of your chest or your belly, the expanding and contracting of your rib cage and your pelvis. And just take note of wherever you feel the breath most predominantly in your body today. And then settle your awareness there, allowing the breath to have its own depth, its own pace, its own rhythm. And take the next several rounds of breath to just notice the natural flow of your breath for a few moments of silence. And as you sit silently witnessing the breath, you might notice that these various other things, experiences, let's say, come into your awareness. Perhaps waves of sounds or thoughts or sensations in the body, perhaps emotions. And just steady your awareness and calm your mind by continuing to focus on the gentle rhythm of your breathing. And as you feel each breath, let all of these other experiences fall away, returning to your breath gently each time your attention wanders. Continuing to witness the breath as your anchor in your practice today. Let's now begin to embrace these other waves of experience as they arise. So, as another calls your attention away from your breath, you can acknowledge it perhaps by naming it. Whether it's a thought, you can call it thinking or even name the specific thought. judging, planning, ruminating. If it's in a sensation in your body, you might just say feeling, noticing sensation, or perhaps tension, tightness, pain, spaciousness. Same with sounds. You can identify them as hearing or identifying these sounds precisely, as well as emotions. Just calling it feeling or naming each emotion specifically. The key is to hold your awareness with this experience with kindness, and you'll witness it come and go and dissipate. And then you can come back to the breath in the center of your practice, continuing to follow this pattern in your practice of allowing yourself to witness each breath, inviting in these other experiences as they arise, and then letting these experiences fade and dissipate as you bring your awareness back into the breath. And coming back to this breath or the experience of this moment, alternating awareness of the breath, the space of stillness in between, and the acknowledgement of any arising waves, which are all met with kind attention. You can just keep it simple by just staying in the here and the now. Now that you're dialed into your practice, you might invite your sense of presence to deepen here. Calm and steady with this breath or experience, each met with loving kindness. Coming back to this moment again and again. And during the last couple of moments of your sitting today, I invite you to cultivate more loving kindness by bringing your awareness to the center of your chest, your heart center. You might notice if you're holding tension in that area and invite in a sense of softening and opening. And within that softening and opening, begin to invite in the self, this felt sense of loving kindness, and then allowing the sense of loving kindness to expand, to reach your whole body, to reach every cell of your being. Allow your entire body and being to be embraced by love. I'm going to come back to awareness of your heart center and now invite in the felt sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, this practice, and this space where we practice together, and anything else that you might be grateful for today. And you can slowly, gently release the practice. Begin by taking a few deeper breaths. Feel your body. Feel the room that you're in, taking note of where you are. And as you're ready, you can begin to flicker your eyes open and perhaps place your palm on your heart as you bow your head gently down towards your heart to honor yourself and your practice. Thank you so much for being here today. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. We'll see you next week.